1 second I was walking into a new country with my family. Literally, my passport had been handed back to me. I was walking away, and the next second I was sitting in the airport holding room all by myself, looking into the ceiling like, how did we go from there to here? Like, who called who flagged who said stop him? So yeah, I've always known traveling with Nigerian passport is hectic. So for that reason, I try to stay in one place. When I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria. When I'm in London, I'm in London. But at some point, you have to travel. You're a young person with a young family. My wife and the son can go anywhere they want to. So it's like I'm the one holding them back. So I was told there is a country you can go without having to apply for visa. I found it hard to believe, like, how can I go to an European country with a Nigerian passport without having to apply for any type of visa? Even Morocco, you still have to apply for an e-visa. But it's like you just carry your bags and go. I was like, that can be possible. So I called a couple of my friends that I know that's been to the country. Is this true? Is this true? And everyone was saying like, yeah, you just have to carry your bags and go. In my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe we should go to this country. So we booked our flights, myself, my wife, my son, booked the hotel, airport pickup and all of that. Morning of the flight, on our way to the airport, my wife was doing the check-in and all of that online. She did our son's one. Then she was like, oh my God. Immediately she said, oh my God, my heart just did boom. Because the only thing that was on my mind is, I hope this goes well. I hope I don't have any airport problems and I get to this country with my family in peace. So the moment she said, oh my gosh, my man, I'm like, what happened? It's like, she was like, I can't check you in. I didn't quite get it. Like, what do you mean you can't check me in? So she showed me, as says checked in, my son checked in, then mine said, I can't remember what I said, but I'll put at the top of this video something, and I get scared easily. So maybe I saw it. I think it was it invalid? I can't remember, but I'll put it at the top of this thing. Remember, I'm like, oh gosh, I knew it, because I'm not the luckiest person. Like, people can be doing something and it's fine, and when it's my turn, for whatever reason, something just goes bad. I already started to panic before we got to the airport. But we got to the airport, you know, when you're traveling with a British passport and have their own gates where you just stop and go, then we have the Nigerian passport. Like, so it's like, I'm traveling with my family. I have the same last name with these people. They have British passport. So what's come to worse? At least if you will not honor my own passport, honor these people. So throughout that journey to the airport, to the distance, I was like sandwiched between my wife and my son. Like, whatever happens, like, we're traveling as a family, and they both have, what's come to worse, collect their passport. Let's enter the country. When we are coming back, you return their passport. I was thinking a lot of things in my head, like, okay, this can't go wrong. Money has been spent. So we got to the London airport. We were in the long queues. When I got to the lady, she asked for my e-visa for my UK visa. I showed her. Long story short, we got past the London airport, and it felt like, okay, now my fears of travel or for visa application, all of that kind of left. Like, okay, it's not that bad, till we got to Tirana International Airport, or whatever it's called, which is in Albania. So we got to Albania, it was a lot of people, it was a lot of Nigerians. So some part of me felt a level of confidence, like, oh, we are here now. What's the worst that can happen? Are they going to tell me to go back to my country? That's almost impossible.
Isn't that crazy? Wow.
So we got inside the old check-in area, was hundreds of people. It got to my turn. Throughout the entire journey, I was the one holding all our passports, because I'm the weak link. So whenever they ask for passport, my son's passport is underneath, mine is on top, then my wife's passport is on top. So mine, like I said, I sandwiched. So you cannot separate us. We are moving together on this journey. So when we got to the guy, I gave the passport. So he just looked at my wife's and my son's passport like they've been doing the entire journey. It's like 2 seconds. Like, mine is always the critical one. So it was like, so what are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, we came for vacation, and how long are you staying for? I said we were staying for 8 days actually. So he looked, he was typing some things on his laptop, he was writing some things down. So I was just there, I was just looking at him like, okay. So he gave me all 3 passports, then it was like, welcome to Albania or something like that. I literally, if you've been to Albania, you know, like the boxes are on this side, the one on the last right. So they walk into the airport where you now collect your bags and walk out of the airport is by literally beside his own cubicle. So I've taken my passport, picked up my backpack, and we've literally walked out. Like I was literally about to get one of the bags we checked in from the whatever that thing is called that rolls and brings the bag. I was literally carrying it. Then I heard someone say, excuse me. Then I looked back like, okay, what's going on? And with confidence, like, okay, we've entered already. What is it again? Like now my confidence level has gone up. Like, so I walked back to him with so much confidence. Like, it was like, can I see your passport? I was like, can you? Okay, right, it's fine. Then I gave him my passport. Immediately, because my wife too, she's been laughing at me the whole journey, like, hope you won't use your own to covalize us. Covalize is like, is a playful word in my language. It's like, hope your passport won't bring misfortune on our trip. So immediately he said, can I have your passport? My wife stopped doing what she was doing. Instantly, all the attention was on me. Then she was like, hope everything is good. And so the immigration guy, officer was like, oh no, there's no problem, blah blah blah, but he has to come with me. Then immediately he said he has to come with me. In my mind, I'm like, okay, is there a problem? Then my wife said, can we come? He said, no, there has to be just me. So I literally went back into where I just came out from. Then he walked me into the airport holding room. It's like a room with chairs around and the massive table at the center of this thing. Then it was like, just wait here. Then I go inside, dropped my bag, then sat down like, okay, what can be going wrong? Did someone, was he called? Like, did the superior officer call him? Did they see something? Was he flagged? Does my face look like a wanted criminal in Albania? Because when I was doing my research to travel to Albania, I'd seen a lot of things. Oh, it's a corrupt country, it's this one, it's that one. But then I went there with an open mind to experience the country for myself. So it's like, okay, what can be wrong? So while I was sitting there, I quickly brought out my phone to record, like, okay, I'm being held. So when I heard a footstep, I dropped my phone.
I was going to the room in Tirana Airport waiting to be searched out of hundreds of people. I was unpicked to be searched. But yeah.
So at this point, a lot of things was going on in my mind. So I was there with just my backpack, my hand luggage. So I could hear my wife talking to some people outside, like, oh, my husband is in there, but our airport pickup wants to leave. Can you guys hurry up? Then I could hear a lady talk to my wife that, oh, you can't go in there and it can only come out once it's been cleared. In my mind, I'm like, cleared? What do you mean cleared? So instantly, all the confidence that I had acquired when I had walked out disappeared. So I started to low-key panic. But then I didn't panic, but then I was scared, like, okay, if you had let me into the country, so that confirms one thing, it's actually a visa-free country for a Nigerian passport holder. So I'm like, okay, that's not the problem. So what can be the problem? So as I was having all of those thoughts, the guy came into the room. It was so gentle, it was so professional, like, okay, sorry, this is nothing personal. And I was like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, like, you're just doing your job anyways. So I was like, we are gonna have to check you. He told me to stand up. So I stood up because I was wearing my, hoodie and a tracks or this thing. So yeah, he told me to take it off. He whisked me, checked head to toe, and he said he's gonna have to check my bag. Like, the backpack I was carrying had all of my child's clothes. The other bag had my Nintendo, my DJI equipments I use for recording and all of those things. So this guy literally emptied the entire bag, like everything was poured on the table. So I was like, okay. So I asked, I was like, okay, is there, because it was hundreds of people on that line or that queue that came off the aeroplane and other aeroplanes that landed around the same time as us. So like, why just me, then it was like, oh, like that's not, like I should not think of it that way. So that's not the, like, it's normal procedure that they just pick people at random. So I was like, at random, like, is there like, there has to be something that maybe I look suspicious, or maybe I look like so. Then he laughed. It was like, oh, no. That's literally just how they do that. They just pick a random. I was like, okay. So obviously checking my bag, he saw that in my own bag, he saw my DJ. I was like, okay, what do you do? Then I told him I'm employed in so place. But then outside of that, my own business, and I also own YouTube. Then it was like, can he see my YouTube channel? I was like, okay, that's fine. Then I brought my phone, opened my YouTube, and showed him. Then he saw that I made a video about my airport experience in London. So I was like, oh, you talk about countries, yeah, because some of the topics of my this. I was like, yeah, like I just shared my own personal experience. I was like, oh, that I hope you have something good to say about Albania. So I just laughed, like, oh, like we'll see how it goes. He then asked, like, when am I going back to London from Albania? Then I said, so I said 28. We're going back on the 26th, but I made a mistake. So I said 28. So at that point, he already told me to pack my bag. So I was packing my bags. Then I was talking to him. It was like, so when are you going back? I was like, I'm going back on the 28th. It was like 28. So I was like, yes. I said yes with so much confidence. It was like, are you sure? So when he said, are you sure? That's when he said, follow me. So at that point, we were already walking outside, and my wife was like looking, she was panicking just there. Apparently my airport pickup had started messaging my wife that he's going, you couldn't wait no more, blah blah blah, because I've been there for a while. Then he asked my wife that, when are you guys going back to London? Then my wife said 26th. So it was then I clicked, like, oh, that's why I said, are you sure? I was like, oh, like, I'm so sorry, like, I don't pay attention to all of these things. My wife is the planner. She's the what's it called? Me, I'm just the very nonchalant guy. Like, I don't plan things ahead. Like, I just wake up and do things. So I was like, oh, it's okay. Like, that's why you have a wife anyways. He cracked a joke. He then asked, like, okay, how long have I been married to my wife for? I told him the number of years. I was like, all right, thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. Then he gave me my passport that you can go. And then I'm like, what just happened?
Hello sir. Are you mad?
I don't, honestly, this was going to be a video where I probably bash, what's it called, the Albania immigration, this thing. But because of that guy, because of that officer, I was like, you know what, let it just, because he was very, very professional. He apologized. He said, oh, please don't think this is about your personality, or this is just what they do at random, like it can be anyone. I was like, all right, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And I'm happy that I experienced that, because for whatever reason, I now have some form of confidence. Like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, you lock me in a room. What's the worst? Yes. So now it's like I'm accepting my circumstance that, okay, yes, I have a passport that's not as strong. Yes. So yes, I'm black, and in some places I might be treated funny. So yes, this is who I am. This is my identity, and I'm going to carry it with pride. So now I'm going to visit more countries and tell stories about those countries, because I also noticed that the video I made about Albania for the first time introduced me to new audience. Before that video, all my videos are like in the same, what's it called, like this, it's around the same, it's always me sharing my story. So it's around like the same type of audience. But that video introduced me, and I was checking my analytics, and I was seeing the countries where people were coming from. It was like the first time I had more, what's it called on YouTube now, because we have the returning viewers and you have the unique viewers. I can't remember, like people that are watching your videos for the first time, and it was like 95%. So it's like, okay, I can actually make videos like that where I just travel to countries and talk about them. This is what I think about Amsterdam. This is kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, but aside the airport thing, Albania was beautiful. I made a video about it already. If you want to watch, Albania was beautiful, beautiful. The people are amazing, and yeah, one day Nigeria will be great, and our passport will have actual meaning and respect that it deserves as I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.